I recently teamed up with a Canadian food blogger and we did an international snack box swap. So as many of you guys know, although some of you still think I'm in China, I actually live in California in the San Francisco Bay Area. And Evelyn from Culture Eats, that's the food blogger I teamed up with, actually lives in Canada, specifically in Montreal, which is in Quebec. Canadian geography is so confusing to me. But anyways, we do talk about that a little bit in this stream actually. This video is actually a Facebook live stream that we did. It was about an hour long in total. And so the footage you're about to see is the second half of that footage. If you want to watch it in order, part one is over on Evelyn's YouTube channel and I'll have that link down below. So get yourself a cup of tea and sit down. We're gonna like hang out and we're gonna exchange culture via food.
So you're ready for your next snack?
Let's do it. Okay.
I'm gonna check to see if we have any new comments in the meantime.
So this is the thing that I'm gonna try later, and maybe
No, Jesse.
waiting for a chicken in the bag.
Waiting for the century egg in the box to come out.
No, actually, so I sent that stuff to you before I ever tried the century egg, and if you guys haven't seen it, it's on my channel, and it horrified me. Yeah.
If you want to see images of Lauren that you never thought you were going to see after eating something weird, that is definitely the video to go and watch.
Yeah, like just a quick reenactment. Just like I was like in shock.
Yes.
Awful. So this, I'm assuming I'm gonna make later.
Yes, that's not for now, but I sent you a poutine mix for the sauce. So you just have to get your hands on some fries and preferably curd cheese. I don't know if you have real curd cheese where you are, but
Probably find it like a Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or.
here, like curd cheese is a big thing, and you know it's fresh by its squeakiness because you're eating it and it squeaks on your teeth. That's how you know it's fresh. So that's why we call it squeaky cheese here.
Interesting. I had no idea. Oh, so this is just water. Like you mix this with water and it makes it crazy.
It's the sauce, so you just have to mix it with water and like warm it up, and then you put your fries and your cheese and then your sauce on top.
That's awesome. My husband and I
Quebec food.
we had when I went to Vancouver, BC, like just before we moved to China, I had poutine for the first time. And it's so freaking good. It's like the most comforting food I think I've ever had that's not actually from like my childhood.
Yeah, it's definitely comfort food, but I am a little upset at the fact that it's such a famous dish here because like it's junk food and there's so many better things to eat, yet this is what we seem to be famous for. So it's great junk food, but it's just junk food.
Okay, I don't know what to pick next.
Just go with your hands and your eyes closed. Oh, you're such a sucker. So yeah,
Is this maple syrup?
yes, it's maple syrup. I sent her a maple syrup lollipop in the shape of a maple leaf.
Very.
So, it's just not practical to send maple syrup otherwise.
Have you ever seen like maple syrup trees? I don't even like maple trees that are like they're like tapping and getting syrup.
Yeah, that's a normal thing to do here, like from February to April. Like there's a bunch of sugar shacks and people go for a day to the sugar shack and you can walk in the woods. In case you don't know what maple syrup is, it's a liquid that comes out of the trees. They make a little hole with a tube in it, and there's a little like a bucket underneath. So they collect this sap that comes from the tree. It starts to run when the weather just starts to get warmer at the end of the winter, and then they take massive quantities of this sap and they put them in huge boilers and boil it down until it evaporates and it turns more into a syrup called maple syrup, and it's like the bomb.
You know, something funny that comes out of that process that's becoming a thing in the U.S. now is maple water. People
Oh yeah,
about maple water now. It's like really overpriced. It's like the new coconut water.
all they do is they collect the evaporated water from the boiling down process and then put that in a bottle.
So it's not expensive to make. So it's basically.
I think I had it 10 years ago here, started that stuff. It never really caught on yet, but like it's really overpriced, and almost imagine a hint of maple syrup in that water.
Yeah, you have to use your imagination.
Yeah.
Like, I actually did a test where I tasted the maple water and then I put like 2 drops of maple syrup in regular tap water and they tasted identical. Yeah, they were identical and maybe favoring the side of like the actual maple syrup. This is super good because I am like a maple syrup addict. I love it. And because I will actually, like, a lot of Americans actually buy like Aunt Jemima, which is like, it's like a fake, it's not real syrup, it's just like corn syrup. They kind of flavor with like kind of a maple-ish flavor. And that doesn't do it for me. I'm all about the pure, real maple syrup.
You know, like electrical poles that are made of old wood trunks. Mm-hmm. In French, you call it a poteau, so we call it sirop poteau. So we call it, instead of maple syrup, we call it syrup of those electrical wood stamps. That's what Aunt Jemima or the fake stuff is here.
And you know, one thing I see at the store a lot is like grade A and grade B, and then there's the colors and all that. Is that just like different? Is it different qualities or different types?
I think that grade A, grade B, that part is different qualities, and the colors, it's how long they boil it, how long it's gotten more concentrated. So it'll have like a deeper flavor if it's amber than the clear one. So that's the difference. And I think Quebec produces like about 80% of the maple syrup around the world.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's maple syrup country.
I've always heard about like how maple syrup is like made, but I've never seen it happen. And I've always been like obsessed with the idea of like going into like some freaking woods where they're using those like little tap things and getting the syrup out and making it or whatever. And I've never seen it in my life. So, I'll have to
come up here between February and April.
Okay. This tastes like real pure maple syrup, just like hardened in candy form. Like that's totally, this totally tastes like good maple syrup. I like it.
That's going to take you a while to suck on that.
You know, it's going to take me a really long time. That's good. I feel like when I went to Canada as a kid, I would buy similar things to this, much smaller and not as pretty. It was like they, I don't know, we would go into the like duty free store on the way home.
Yeah. Overpriced stuff, and that's the real Quebec thing, so way better.
Yeah. I was in Vancouver, so.
I think I had a video when Lena Around was here, and I took her to the farmer's market, and I took her to a store called Marché des Saveurs, which only sells fruit products from Quebec, and there's like an entire wall section of just different maple syrup products, and she was just completely floored by it.
Oh my God. Does she like maple syrup?
Yeah. I actually brought her a small version of that candy when I met her in Beijing.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, she tried to bite into it at first, and I'm like, oh, she thought she cracked it too. I'm like, no, you have to just let it melt.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't think I saw actual maple syrup in China. Like in the import section at Carrefour, there would be like fake maple syrup. Like in the like American section, it'd be like that gross like Aunt Jemima crap. But I don't think I ever saw real maple syrup in China.
That would cost a fortune.
I'm sure. Like, can you imagine like importing that and like I don't know. It would be too much. Yeah.
Too much. So shall I go reach into the box?
I don't even think I remember anything beyond what you tried.
Oh, chocolate.
Oh yeah. So Ghirardelli is from San Francisco.
I expected Ghirardelli chocolate from you.
I was like, this is the only thing that like I feel obligated to send. But this one is actually, because we were gonna do this a little closer to like Halloween, like before Halloween. Yeah. This is like I think it's like a fall one that's like pumpkin-y or something.
There's 2 of them. It's a duo. It's a fall duo. It's a milk chocolate caramel, and then there's a milk chocolate pumpkin spice caramel.
You should try the pumpkin spice.
I will. Can you tell them apart?
I'm sure they're labeled. Like when you open it up, they're like individually packaged. They like packaging. You know?
So I've been to the Ghirardelli thing when I was in San Francisco a long time ago. And it's 1998.
Yeah, I know why you're calling it a thing too, because like my mom and I went there. Well, the first time I ever visited San Francisco, my mom and I we're like, we're gonna go see them make chocolates, the Ghirardelli
It's like a shopping square.
like Willy Wonka, and like no, it's just like a promotional like Ghirardelli like center. It doesn't really have like, you know, you walk in to a store and they give you like a free chocolate and then you just buy chocolates. That's it. It's kind of dumb, but they're good.
And my lighting keeps like, so yeah, here we have the regular caramel. No, which one am I holding? This is the regular caramel.
Karen's
and the pumpkin spice caramel over here.
Karen really wants to try all your snacks.
Is she ready some more?
She said, don't eat it all.
Well, I'm waiting still for the pizza invitation in your backyard, but now it's like too cold, so. Well, I didn't see hers yet. All right, did I open the right one? Yeah.
I hope so. I don't know.
Yes, I have the pumpkin. So this is a Ghirardelli long stick, and I show every Ghirardelli chocolates have this logo on them.
And
Not focusing though, but
it's such a old corporation in San Francisco now. They're just like have been there forever.
you're like a caramel inside, and it definitely tastes like pumpkin spice.
Really? So it's like pumpkin spice caramel.
Yep.
Yum. Is it good? Like overpoweringly spicy?
No,
Oh, that's good. That's good.
it's very subtle.
I assumed that if Ghirardelli was doing it, it wasn't going to be terrible because you know pumpkin spice around here is like it. They put it on everything, and like it's not even pumpkin. Like it's just a spice. It's like pie spice. Pumpkin pie spice is all they're using. Like nutmeg,
Starbucks and whatnot.
Yeah.
Everybody jumps on the spice wagon.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm not like obsessed with it. I just like that spice flavor sometimes. But yeah, I've noticed that like pumpkin spice is definitely like a thing. There's T-shirts that say like pumpkin spice and everything nice, and like
It's very subtle.
that's good. Yay!
You can really tell it's the caramel that's been flavored, not the chocolate.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Now I have to have a caramel chocolate to compare. I should have had the caramel first because I won't be able to taste the plain caramel. So yeah, this is like the traditional little squares from Ghirardelli.
I used to work downtown in San Francisco, and I could like walk to a Ghirardelli store, and you walk in and they give you free chocolate, and if you don't buy anything, that's totally fine. So I used to like walk in, get a free chocolate, and then walk out. They're used to it. They're so used to it.
The caramel is very good too, but after the pumpkin spice, the pumpkin spice was fun.
Yeah, so it's like got more to it almost.
Chocolate is so good.
I love some chocolate.
You have to talk. I'm stuck with food in my mouth now.
I feel like based on the feelings that I'm getting in here, I don't know about one, but one of them I feel that there's chocolate in here.
No, Karen, don't say so.
What?
They stored the pizza maker. They made like a pizza oven thing right in their backyard.
Oh.
And I was supposed to go to a party, didn't happen. So now we have to wait till spring because they stored it away for winter.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't see a lot of these comments, guys. Sorry about that. Jesse, corn syrup, Chinese maple syrup is most likely corn syrup. Yes, I'm assuming it is. God. How did you make a pizza oven? Was it like bricks?
No, it's like a metal thing. Correct me, Karen, from I remember from the picture, but they actually bought like a metal pizza oven, but I think they put wood inside to have like the wood burning stove thing.
That sounds so good. Dang.
Yeah. It didn't happen.
Homemade
What
pizza.
did you pick?
What was that?
What did you pick out of the box?
Well, I feel like this is chocolate.
Yes. Is there anything else in the box?
There's one more thing.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
It's also chocolate.
I love chocolate. So this, I feel like I've seen this before, but I've never had it.
I thought I sent you a coffee crisp.
Sponge coffee?
Yeah. It's another chocolate bar that you guys don't have in the U.S., but it's sponge toffee covered in chocolate.
Is it like, I feel like the ones that don't make it to the US are the aerated ones, like Aero bars, Aero, like those.
You don't have.
Yeah, we don't have those. Or flake. Do you guys have flake chocolate?
Flake.
I have it in Ireland. That stuff like is, I feel like aerated chocolate and chocolate that has like holes in it is not appealing to Americans.
That's one of my favorite as a kid, the one that I sent you. The coffee crisp I had done with another taste testing, Quebec taste testing. I love the fun toffee. It's something that I really enjoy.
I've never had anything like this before.
Really?
Yeah. What is this?
It's what's the package again? It's a sponge toffee.
I don't even know what sponge toffee is.
It's actually I made it a long time ago, but it's like a sugar that you boil to a certain temperature or whatnot, and the reason it gets like aerated and bubbly like that is that you put in, I think it's baking soda, and it just makes the whole thing bubble up. It gives it like that white texture, so it's got that like baking soda little taste to it.
It sounds like you could ruin your like stovetop really easily.
No.
This is really good. I definitely gotta save some for my husband to try this. I think he'll like it. But
Honeycomb toffee. It's also called honeycomb toffee.
I don't think I've ever had toffee like this before.
No? Awesome.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like the chocolate's not overly sweet. I don't know, maybe that's just me because I'm like a sugar addict, but
Yeah, the inside is basically sugar too. The honeycomb part is like sugar.
yeah, so this part's so sweet, and then the chocolate's like not overly sweet, which is kind of like a nice little like balance to it. But this is really good. The texture is really where it's at though. That crunch, and then it kind of melts.
Yeah. It's got a really unique texture, and yeah, I don't know why. There's like some, I mean, I'm sure there's some chocolate bars that are in the U.S. that aren't in Canada, but you guys are missing out on a few good ones that we have up here.
I looked online to see like what isn't in Canada, like when I sent you the box, and I've noticed that like you guys have a lot more like candy selection and chip selection. Well, no, you guys have a lot more candy selection than we do. We have like, just like they do variations here, so it'll be like we have M&Ms, and then we also have like peanut M&Ms, dark chocolate M&Ms, M&Ms, like every kind of M&M you can freaking think of.
But do you have Smarties?
What?
Smarties.
No, we just M&Ms.
Smarties.
Smarties. If you tell an American like you love Smarties, they probably think you're talking about these little powdery like tablet-looking candies that come in a roll. They're like. Okay. There's a different American candy that's called the Smarties.
Ones that are on Halloween all over the place?
Yeah.
Okay, we call them Rockets.
Oh.
The name brand, but we call them Rockets.
But as a kid going to Vancouver all the time in the summer, I grew up knowing that like Smarties were, I was just like, oh, Smarties are just the Canadian version of M&Ms. Like that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
About them. Get my like Smarties McFlurry at McDonald's in Canada.
Oh, and Karen says too that you guys don't have cherry blossoms, but they've changed since childhood.
Cherry blossoms. Is that like the maraschino cherry with like some stuff inside covered in chocolate?
No, it's the other way. Well, yeah, the maraschino cherry is covered in chocolate. It's like a yellow box, like a square box. Oh. And it's got like a little cream sugar inside and the cherry, and then like it's like a big mountain of chocolate.
We have something kind of similar to that, but it's an old-fashioned candy. And I remember my parents used to get it for me for Christmas, and I was like, what is this? And my dad's like, oh, I used to love that growing up. Yeah. So we have something similar, but I think they call it like Big Cherry or something.
Oh.
I don't know. I actually
saw it as a kid, and they're not there anymore, so.
Yeah. Is there anything? Did I send you anything else? Is there?
I think so.
This is the thing I 100% do not remember. Whatever this is.
Heard. Sorry, but we'll read that separately. Fruit gushers.
I forgot. That's why I forgot. This is a 90s kid snack.
Oh.
90s kid through and through. This is actually a throwback snack in the U.S. So they don't really like, I don't think
anymore.
I don't think they're like very common anymore. And they're very, well, I'll just let you make your assumption.
Well, I'm assuming you're gonna squish juice in my mouth.
Yes.
But they look really weird.
They are weird. They're like little hexagon shaped.
Yeah.
I just remember like parents would like throw these in our lunch boxes when I was growing up. Like this was like a lunch snack. But
Very healthy lunch snack.
very healthy.
So
They might contain 2% fruit juice if you like.
it's like a little hard to chew.
Yeah, she probably can't talk right now. So it's like basically it's like a heavier like jelly, kind of like normal like a fruit leather kind of a thing, but it's filled with like a gel, like a gel. So
I thought it was going to be more liquid, so I was surprised that it was more like gel, but it just like oozes, just a little amount of gel oozes into your mouth.
Weird. They're so weird. They're like the weirdest snacks ever. And as a kid, like I loved them at first, and then as I got a little older, I was like, these are really strange. And
They're like orange.
so Lena tried these when she was here, and Lena is our friend from Lena Around's YouTube channel. She's in China, but she's from Denmark.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You ate these for lunch? Like what? Like was it like a special treat?" And I was like, "No, like this was just normal growing up." And she's like, "Oh, we had like," I think she was talking about how they had like, you know, like these tiny like little fish and like rye bread and like
Sweet fish.
like what they eat in their lunches, and like, oh, we had like an apple instead of like fruit vegetables. Like, yeah, welcome to corporate America.
It's very artificial flavor.
Very artificial. Yeah, so that is a snack that like if you
fun.
grew up in the 90s in the US, like you definitely tried that. Unless your parents were like hippies and wouldn't let you touch that kind of food, which I had
I've
friends.
never had these before. I've never seen these before, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they sell them here. I've never seen them before.
I actually I bought those in a like pack of like mixed snacks, like mixed night, basically throwback snacks on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even find them in the store anymore because I think I think people are getting a little smarter. Like this is like a product of like, so like the parents who grew up in the 50s would feed their kids this kind of stuff. So then 90s kids, of course, like my parents grew up in the 50s, or they were born in the 50s, and like then I grew up in the 90s. It was given snacks that were like, people didn't really like realize how terrible they are for you. Yeah, so it's just kind of one of those.
They didn't have health and nutrition yet.
No, there wasn't like an organic food movement yet. Not at all.
No, but
So-
they're really fun. They're definitely a fun little thing to eat at the end of a meal.
Yeah. Okay, this is the last one in here. These look fancy.
Oh yeah, these are actually blueberry filled chocolate, I believe. This is a blueberry filled, yeah. So remember that plate I told you that I bought at a monastery?
Yeah.
I bought it it's the monks that make that chocolate.
Ooh,
And the abbey is in the same village as my cottage.
Oh.
These monks were originally, they were like in the South Shore of Montreal. They're the ones, I don't know if you know Oka cheese, probably not, it's like a Quebec thing, but they had like one of the most popular industrial production of cheeses that you can buy in Quebec called Oka. And then they sold it to like a dairy farmer or whatever, and the monks built a retreat abbey and ended up doing it in the village where we have our cottage. And they have a food shop. They have like a store with a lot of religious paraphernalia and a lot of local food products and Quebec food products, and a lot of them they make themselves. So blueberries are famous in Quebec in the north part. There's a big lake called Lac Saint-Jean. So the blueberries of Lac Saint-Jean are the wild little ones. They're famous for it. So in the summer you can actually buy fresh blueberries that are chocolate covered. Are those melted? Oh wow, they've traveled.
a little bit. Yeah, they did have to, you know, go across the country. So.
They did travel. They usually look prettier, but yeah, since I couldn't send fresh blueberries that are chocolate covered, I ended up sending her the blueberry filled ones.
Oh, they're so fancy. Oh my God, that chocolate smell. It smells like, this is like that real chocolate smell.
Yeah.
Mm.
And they're shaped in the fleur de lis, which is a very French
The fleur de something.
de lis.
Fleur de something. Glenn,
LLYS.
Okay. Super delicious dark chocolate smell, like authentic dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
She's not talking, so it must be a good sign.
This is really good. These are really good. Mm.
They make a whole bunch of different flavors at the Abbey, but that's like definitely one of the favorite ones and the most traditional one, I would say.
This is really good because it's not overly sweet at all.
Yeah.
Real dark chocolate with like the only sugariness to it, like a real strong sugary, is just like a blueberry sugar taste. This is really, really good. This is so fancy.
It's more balanced than the chocolate bar.
Yeah, it's like a craft versus like a. No, it's kind of cool though. Like it's like a craft, local craft. That's awesome. Thank you. This is
my pleasure.
monastic gourmet food.
Yes, it's religious. It's a religious experience to eat those chocolates.
If I got one of these when I walked into like, you know, a church every morning, consider my life.
you might become a little bit more. Should I try one of these?
Yeah, go for it. What is it? Oh, so those are just like random candies and little tiny, like, I think I give you like the garlic peas. And it's like China.
Okay, I'll take the peas. I'll keep the candies for another time. I've always seen wasabi peas, but I've never seen garlic flavored.
Yeah, so these are super common in China, and I used to eat. This is like my favorite snack in China. Just like, and I love how tiny the package is. It's so
they're so small.
I know.
Those candy shops in China. Oh my God! Like you go in and it's like everything is single wrapped in piles everywhere.
Yeah, and when you buy a bag of this stuff, so I was like, yum, garlic peas, I'm gonna try it. And like anytime in China, I'd be like, I'm gonna try a new snack. I would buy this bag thinking that I'm gonna open it and the snack's gonna be inside. But you open it and then there's all these tiny little pre-packaged like single serve packages of the snack. And I feel like it's because in China, it's like sharing food is like a big thing. Like people want to share their food all the time, and like I don't know, it's more like communal. So it's kind of like there's a little bit for everybody when it's pre-packaged like that.
Yeah.
That's a feeling I get.
And let me see if I can hold these so people can see. So they're not as garlic flavored as I expected. They're not. I thought they were going to be unpleasant garlic.
Oh, no. These are like
pleasant garlic.
Yeah. Like addicting pleasant garlic.
A little weird after the fruit crushers. But these are, I like the green peas as snacks. And speaking of those stores and all these little packages, I knew what to expect. Because I did with Lena around, I did a snack tasting Chinese 4-part video series. And because I watched your video, Lauren, buying snacks, and I knew ahead of time that different packages have different prices, so you got to let them weigh it separately. And
yep, I got so like confused at the like, you know, I don't know. Every Chinese grocery store has like bins with like a bunch of like these individually packaged things, and it's like
different areas too, not just one.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so it's like I'd be in this one section and I'd like put a bunch like a mixture into a bag, and then they would be like, like come here, like, and they need to like weigh them individually to put like 1,000 stickers on the bag and like all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the snack shops make it a little easier, and they're very fast. They're like, did you ever like you got a basket there and you fill it, and then they're like, they're so fast.
Oh yeah, I know, it's crazy.
And they always try to sell you like a loyalty card, and they give you like free stuff. I mean, I went in there enough to where they're like,
Yeah, I guess I was too greedy that they didn't offer me any loyalty cards. They're like, yeah, she's just here for a little bit.
they come multiple times, and they're like, the poor thing, she doesn't speak Chinese, but she has to be in China. What's wrong with her? Pretty funny.
So we're out of snacks.
We're out. So now I need to go eat all of this.
I'm definitely going to be eating a little bit more as soon as we go off camera, for sure.
I'm so excited about this.
I think we should do this regularly, like send each other foods and do this. This was a lot of fun.
It was. Yeah, this was super fun. I'd love to do like exchanges back and forth more often. I like that. It's like an international, like, I don't know. It's like it's a way to share culture. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Culture eat.
We just try to send each other stuff, not from our cultures also, but just like different cultures.
Yeah.
What, pardon me?
This was so fun.
Yeah, it was so fun. I'm so happy we finally did this, and it was nice to finally do something with you more directly and get to know you better too. So, if you're still watching, one of the reasons I really got started on YouTube, one of the kicks in the butts that I got to actually finally get my ass on YouTube was watching Lauren's videos just before going to China. So
that's awesome. I didn't even know that. That's so cool.
yeah.
I was very excited.
Her videos in Beijing before I left for Beijing.
Yeah, I was so hesitant to get on YouTube too. It's so hard to like get that first step going.
Yeah, but once you're on, it's addictive. So we have great news for you guys because we know this has been going on for about an hour. It's a long Facebook live event, but we will be putting up this whole Facebook live event on our YouTube channels. We're going to do a part 1 on my channel and part 2 on Lauren's channel. So if you just came in at the end and you've missed it, don't worry. We will put them up tomorrow, I think we said, around 3 p.m.
Yep.
We're going to put the videos up on our YouTube channels, so make sure to check them out. Lauren is Lauren Without Fear at YouTube, and I am Culture Eats, the same name here. And again, like I said, we all have our own websites as well, and all of our social medias are Lauren Without Fear and Culture Eats on my end. So make sure to go and check those out.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't think I have anything else to say.
Oh, I think we're good. We just want to, stop and go eat now.
Yeah, now I just want to go eat. Thank you to Jesse and to Karen for being so active on the chat and for watching the whole thing. That's awesome. Oh, and Jesse's putting our handles on there for people.
Oh, there you go.
Jesse, that's awesome. Yeah, so if you came in like part way and you want to see the beginning, pay attention to YouTube tomorrow and the video right there. Hit subscribe, hit the little bell thing.
Yes. Make sure you subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't yet. And let us know also if you enjoyed this video. Do you like that we send each other snacks? Do you want to see more of this? So make sure and let us know and leave comments down below.
Should we do like a weird snack taste test, like exchange sometime, where I send you century eggs?
If you send me a century egg, I'm sending you a bullet.
No! That's like the one thing I'm not going to try. No.
If you don't know what it is, just Google bullet. Indonesian snack, right? It's Indonesian?
I thought it was Filipino.
Oh yeah, maybe Filipino. Yeah, Filipino.
Be warned, it's not pretty.
It's a really special egg.
Special.
Very special egg.
Okay. And on that note,
thank you so much again, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I should let you do the outing because this will be on your video.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we will both see you very soon if you subscribe to both the channels on YouTube. We post pretty regularly. I'm doing like twice a week now. What are you? You've been like pretty consistent, more consistent than normal.
I'm about 1 to 2 a week.
That's good. Yeah. So we're very active on YouTube. So definitely subscribe to both channels to see the rest of our content. We both have a lot of taste test stuff.
Yes.
got a ton of taste test stuff on your blog, especially like years of collecting.
Well, yes, I do recipes from around the world. So like my blog is just, there's like about 800 recipes, like a lot from different countries.
So many freaking Chinese snacks. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so different than like things we have in America. So we both got content on channels, blogs, stuff like that. So go check that stuff out. And thank you for watching. We'll see you.
Thank you so much.
I don't know how to exit the live stream, to be quite honest.
Oh, I can do it. You can edit that part out.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.